Hello everyone, this is Raviraj and welcome back to my channel. Friends, in this video we will see question number 13 of Leetcode, that is Roman to integer. Friends, this question is in easy section, but if you know the approach you will find it easy, but if you don't know the approach you will find this question little bit difficult. Okay, so let's see what is the question and we will try to solve this question in a easy way. Okay, so the question is Roman numerals are represented by 7 different symbols: I, V, X, L, C, D, M. I is represented as 1, V as 5, X as 10, L as 50, C as 100, D as 500, M as 1000. Okay, for example, 2 is written as like that in numeral. Just two ones added together, 112 is written as xii, which is simply x plus ii. The number 27 is written as like that. So we have to focus on some points, like here there are 3 points, right? We have to focus on that point, like this point are very important to solve this question. Okay, I can be placed before 5 and x, like x to make 4 and 9. Okay, what is the meaning it's want to say? It's saying that, like, how we write 5 is written as v, and how 4 is, how we write 4 is written as iv, right? As you know, just we place I before v. Okay, so this is the way you can solve, you can write 4 and 9, right? Now if you see the second point, like x can be placed before L, that is 50, and C as 100 to make 40 and 90, right? I think you are understanding what I want to say. I want to say that, like, 5 is written as, wait, how we write 5 is written as V. How 4 is written, right? We just place I before V, right? So that's it want to say. How 10 is written? 10 is written as X, right? Then how 9 is written? 9 is written, just put I before X, right? Similarly, it is saying that, like, for D, for 500, suppose we want to write 400. How can we write 400? 400 can be written as, we have to just place C before D, right? So we can write 400 as C and D. So that's it want to say that you can approach this question like that, and this is the main point, and this point is important as you, if you try to solve this question. Okay, so let's see how can we approach and how can we solve this question. Okay, if you know about hash map, then this question is very easy. You can solve this question in very easy way. Okay, how can we approach this question? Let's see. Okay, suppose the example is, uh, I can write anything, right? So suppose there is an example that is x v I. Okay, so in integer how can we write it, right? So it is 16. Okay, it is 16, as you know. How can we approach this question in programming? We have to just focus on that, right? So for solving this question we can assign the last value into a result. Suppose there is a result r, okay, and we are assigning the value of this in the result. What is the value? 1. Okay, 1 here. Now what we do, we will try to iterate from the last element. Okay, now we will move to the second element. Okay, we have already assigned the result, uh, in the result, we have already assigned the value of last element in the result. Now we will do iterate the next element, that is like second last element, that is v. What is v written here? Like v, as you know, 5, right? Now we will check condition that which one is greater and which one is uh, smaller, right? So we will see, like, v is 5 is greater than I, right? 5 is greater than I. So what we will do, we will simply add the number. Okay, so we will add the number like that, 6. Okay, now what we will do next, we will move to the next element. Okay, the next element is 10. Okay, now we will compare with the result, that which one is greater. Now x is greater, x means 10 is greater than 6. So what we'll do, we will simply add both the number. Okay, so the result will be 16. Like that we can solve this question. Now we will see another question, how can we solve this question in better way. Okay, so let's see an example, that is, we will take another example, that is like suppose x I v. Now what is the value of this numeric Roman? That will be 14, right? So for this question we will define another case, like suppose there is a element that is 5, 5 equal to v, that is 5. Now if we move to the second last element, that is 1, so what we will do, we will simply subtract from the result. Okay, so the value will be 4. Now what we will do, we will move to the next element, that is x. Now we will see, already have seen that if x is greater, then we have to simply add in the result. So what we will do, 10 is greater than 4, then what we will do, that is 14. Okay, so in this way we can solve this question. I know the handwriting is not so good because I am just using this mouse right now, so handwriting is not so much good, right? Now we will see the coding part, that how can we solve this question, how can we code for this question. Okay, now let's start with the coding part, that how can we approach this question, and we will try to solve in the better way. Okay, so I already told you that if you know hash map, you can solve this question. What we'll do, we will first define a hash map, right? So hash map, that is of character and integer. Okay, character comma integer, right? And I am just putting this as map. Okay, now new hash map. Okay, this question will be very easy, like if you understand the concept, if you understand the approach, that how can you solve this question, then this question is very easy. Yeah, okay, what we have to do next, we have to just simply put all the elements in a hash map. Now simply put map dot put. Okay, so how many like elements are there? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. Okay, so we will do 7 times, like we have to put 7 value there. Okay, so okay, so we have just put all the values over there. So how can we assign value over there, like I comma 1? What does it means? Like if you know the hash map, like put is used for assigning value in the hash map. Okay, so I have just assigning I as 1, v as 5. Okay, x as the value, sorry, the value of x will be like 10. Okay, and here x is key, right? As you know, beta, x is key here. Okay, now what is the next, like l is here 50. Okay, similarly c is, the value of c will be 100. As you know that, like it's simple, right? We are just assigning the value over there. Okay, d is 500 and m h 1000. Okay, similarly we have simply we have just assigned all the values over there. Now what we will do next, I already told you that the last element, like suppose I already told you, suppose this is your x I v, last character is v, that is 5. We will assign this value to result. Okay, suppose this is your result, we will assign the value over there. Okay, So what we, for this what we do, int result equal to map dot get, because we want value, right? Map dot get s dot char at s dot length -1, right? Because we, as you know, that we initialize with 0, so we have assigned the value of last character in the result. Okay, now the value, what will the value, like it will be 4. In this case it will be 5, right? Because we have put v as 5. Okay, so it assigned the value. I am like, I can also write like that. Suppose I'm taking that example. If you take like suppose we are taking this example, right? V, that is, now we can write v equal to 5, right? Now what we'll do next, we will check, right, that the second last element is greater than result or not. Okay, for that we can just write a for loop, right? Int I equal to s dot length -2. Okay, because we have already assigned the last element in the result. Okay, that's why we will use like we will go with the second last element. Okay, now what we do next, I greater or equal to 0, I minus minus, because we are iterating from last. Okay, I minus minus. Okay, now we will check condition that this I is greater or smaller than the result. Okay, or the last element. So for that we can just check a condition. If map dot s dot char at I is greater or smaller than the last element. Okay, so smaller than map dot get s dot char at I plus 1. Okay, in this case what we can do, we will simply, like, if v is greater than 5 is greater than 1, then we will simply minus 5 minus 1. We will do simply like suppose the value of what is the value of v, that is 5, and the value of I is 1. Okay, so we will minus result minus the current element that we are going through. Okay, so like we will do like that, result equal to or we can simply look do result equal to result minus map dot get s dot char at I. Okay, because this is the current element we are going through, and we will simply minus my bad value. So I will try to solve it fast. Okay, now, so if that element is smaller than the result, then we will do, otherwise what we will do, we will simply uh, do else, simply we will do plus. Okay, if that is not greater than the current I. Okay, so what we will do, we will simply do plus sign here, that is else here. Okay, so I have just used SL here, EL. So, and in last we will just return our result over there. Okay, I have just used so many line here, so I'm just minimizing it. Okay, now what we will do next, we will simply add the current element with the last element. Okay, now what we will do next, we will simply return the result. Okay, return resu result. Okay, now I think you can understand this question. If you don't know, like if you haven't understand it, I will try to understand, make you understand once more time. Okay, now I'm just running this. Now there is some issues going in the end as I get a good s dot length minus 2. What is the issue going on? Let's see. If I'll try to run it again, then length minus 2 I get an equal to 0. I think it's going. Let me check once. Okay, map. Not a statement. It's saying that it's not a statement. And what would be the statement, brother? Int. Oh shit. I am saying that int I equal to s dot length. Okay. Now I haven't initialized it. No? That's why it was giving that result. Now I think it's accepted. Okay. If you will try to submit it, then I think it will successfully submit. Okay. Now finally, as you can see here, like the result is given over there. Okay, that's in the video. See you in the next video. Till then, take care.